Hello and welcome to my channel. Today we are looking at a brilliant time saver in bSolid called reworking. Imagine you just use a big thick tool to clear out a large pocket quickly. Because the tool is wide and round, it can't fit into sharp corners, leaving some leftover material behind. Instead of using a smaller tool to cut the whole pocket from scratch or maybe the whole perimeter, which can take some time, we use reworking. This tells a smaller tool to come in and clean up only the specific spots the big tool couldn't reach. Let's set it up on the right side of your screen. At first, we have geometries to work. Just like before, this is where you select the shape or profile you need to clean up. Previous tool. This is a very important setting. Here you tell the computer which big tool you used first, which normally it is suggested automatically, but always double check it is the correct one. This helps the software calculate exactly what material is left over. Tool. This is where you choose your new, smaller tool that will do the precision cleanup work. Next, we look at the machining data settings. We have finish type. You can choose concentric, where the toolpath dynamically tracks the geometry of the remaining stock, or zigzag, where the tool stays down and moves back and forth continuously. Working depth. This is how deep you want the cleanup tool to go. Usually it matches the depth of your first cut. Z-step. This tells the smaller tool how deep to cut on each downward pass so it doesn't break. Distance between passes. This controls how close the cutting rows are to each other as the tool cleans out the leftover corners. Finally, the last key parameter to consider is machining direction. Located under the Advanced tab, you can use this setting to command the tool to pocket from inside out or otherwise from outside in. While this setting has no effect on single pass toolpath, it will dynamically control the step-over sequence when executing multiple passes. Remember, this function is flexible. You can use it just once when transitioning from a large tool to a small one programming many passes, or multiple times if you prefer to gradually step down the tool diameter. For this setup, I went from a 40 mm tool to a 8 mm tool. Now, we can run the reworking function again to step down from the 8 mm to a 5 mm tool. To make it clear, I assign different colors to the simulation so you can quickly see how much stock material each tool is removing. And that is how you use reworking to get perfect corners fast. To keep this video as short as possible, I won't be running it here. However, you should always jump into the machine simulation to check the toolpath on your screen. Verifying the run digitally before sending the final file to the actual machine is crucial for catching any unexpected mistake or crashes. I hope this video is helpful and see you in the next tutorial.